Okay, so we are working on John Danagher's that's it. Go further, faster system. We are looking at his half guard system. So this is week one. So we bypass volume one because it's just a lot of talking. So we're just starting at volume two. He talks about this alignment issue. So let's just say Tyrone's in side control bottom. So from here I'm perpendicular to Tyrone. Okay. Which means if he tries to bridge me to his right or left, I can kind of ride the movement, or goes the other way. Perfect. Because I'm perpendicular, I'm a lot more stable. One of the reasons why Danagher favours the half guard, just in your knees, facing me, is because in half guard you have alignment. In other words, I'm parallel with Tyrone. Anytime I'm here, basically, I just cross face underhook there, bro. Anytime I have alignment here, although this is not a great position, but I mean, Tyrone's spine is aligned with my spine, which means sweeping to the right and left is significantly easier. We'll just do it short from a scissor sweep position. So say I was here, because we have alignment that I can make grips at the collar and sleeve. It'll be a lot easier to move Tyrone right and left because we have alignment. So that's why half guard is one of the stronger positions for the older person against the more athletic younger person. So we're going to look at worst case scenario. So obviously I'll be playing half guard. Tyrone's goal is to get as close to me as possible and get chest to chest. We'll also be talking about grips, but this is not where I want to be in half guard bottom. Where Tyrone wants to be. He's got the best grip, he's got a crossface, he's got an underhook, and he's also brought his, if his left knee isn't wedged, obviously my move would be to frame elbow knee, and then I can start to pull close guard, and now it's going to be a different game completely. So Tyrone's knee's made a wedge here, so now there's no way, well, I will still get it, but not just as easy. So what should I be thinking from this position? We should be thinking about Kuzushi. I want to try and get Tyrone's hands on the mat from this position. So he's got a strong crossface, he's got the underhook, he's got upper body control, he's got inside position. My arms are on the outside. There's no way I'm going to remove this crossface or try to get inside this underhook if he's tight. So the goal is to off balance him. So we have three methods. We have inside, outside, and overhead Kuzushi. Let's take a look at inside first. Just turn this way, bro. So from here, I triangle my legs. Why? Because I'm trying to keep Tyrone's right leg inside my half guard. I'm going to uncross the triangle, bring my left foot towards my butt. My left hand is just going to chop his head. And because he's tight with that knee, my right hand just makes a block on the knee, and from that position I'm just hitting a bridge, and he's going to post with his hand. If Tyrone doesn't make the post, I'm coming up on top, but he's going to post, and when he posts with that hand, my free right hand comes on the inside, my other hand makes the frame. I'm going to bridge again and bring in a knee shield. And now I'm where I want to be. Okay, I've made space between Tyrone and me. He's not chest to chest, and I've got inside position with my limbs. Let's just get another angle on that, bro. So, cross face underhook. He's tight with his knee to stop me getting close guard back. I'm just going to bring my right hand to the knee to make a block. Left. Going to be hitting him in the head. And my left foot's going to do the bridge. If Tyrone doesn't post with his left hand, I'm just coming up on top. Okay. But he will post. The minute he does, my free hand comes inside. I can pivot my other one and make a wedge. And now I have inside control with my upper body. Let's get lower body in position. Just a slight bump and a bridge, and now I'm bringing in a knee shield. So that is inside Kuzushi. Let's look at outside Kuzushi. Same thing. Maybe I tried inside, wasn't working. I'm just going to bring 2 feet to the outside beside Tyrone's right knee.
From there I'm going to pinch my knees together, and from this position I'm just going to move my hip and bring my knees to the mat. Now there's a couple of things Tyrone can do from here, but let's just say he does nothing. Here's the underhook, but I just put a whizzer in. Another thing I can do, he should have played this in the leech half guard, it was called a log in the leg sweep. I can put a hand on his hip, and now just the movement of my knees can bring me on top. Back a step. But if Tyrone knows jiu-jitsu, he's also got, he can release his underhook hand. So the minute I move my knees out, he's going to post. That gives me the underhook. And now I'll bridge and stretch to get my head inside. And now from that position I can start to work my hold half guard game and come up into the dogfight position. Another thing you could be doing, just get another angle on that, bro. So he has the cross face underhook. I would probably really go for this if Tyrone's hips aren't turned. If you notice, Tyrone is more his left hip to the mat. He's a little bit more upright, but he's still pinching from here. This is really good for that knee lever. Just bring your 2 feet in, and now it's just that to take him over if he doesn't post. Another thing you can do is if I have that tied up, another thing, if I have that really locked and he can't post, he can use this leg. Just keep that one where it is. So when I use my knees, he can nearly backstep with that leg. And you get people that'll do that and then just like spring back up again. Okay, let's look at that again. So say I'm here and I bring my feet up and I turn my knee and I do that. Yeah, and then you're going to post with your leg. Perfect. So it's just that nice. When he tries to come up again, yeah, try to come back up again, I just bring my hook in. And now from that position, now I can really launch him as in a butterfly guard sweep. So that would be outside Kuzushi. Let's just work overhead Kuzushi, which is just a lockdown from the 10th planet system. Danagher calls it the scorpion. So from this position, if you're going for the overhead one, you might have to bridge a little bit to try and win the underhook, so I have double unders. Once I'm there, I just switch my feet position. So my right leg that was controlling Tyrone's right leg is going to move to the inside, and my outside leg comes from the outside to the inside. I'm going to put my foot at the back of my right knee. My instep goes right instep on Tyrone's right instep as well, and I just stretch him out. So I've got a lockdown on him. From here, 2 hands under the armpits. And just turn so we don't headbutt the radiator. And once I'm in this position, okay, my goal is to get Tyrone's hands on the mat. So I just bring my knees towards my chest and bump him so his head goes above mine. Once I'm in there, I'm going to turn on to my side to win the underhook. If Tyrone knows jiu-jitsu, he will put the whizzer on, and now I can start to play the whole half guard game. Let's just get another angle on that one. Just here's perfect. We'll move back that way. So maybe if you're going for this, I've probably got a bit of an underhook here. Sometimes it can be difficult to re-swim in here, so possibly we'd be going for this if Tyrone maybe just didn't have the underhook. So I just switch my feet position. Okay, hands come under the armpit. I bring my knees towards my chest, and from there I just move them forward and get on my side and win that underhook. And again from there I can start finding the instep, coming over and start working my sweeps from half guard. So that's the 3 off balances from half guard bottom, inside, outside and over the head. But the main goal is, from those dominant grips that Tyrone has, is make him post with his hands on the mat.